Hello friends. Welcome to today's session on Jharkhand formation. Most of you must be knowing that India had only 12 states at the time of independence in 1947. But there were 565 princely states, which merged into India later. However, today there are 28 states or 8 union territories. All the states that were formed have a story behind it. Even Jharkhand has a long story behind its formation. In fact, the struggle for separate Jharkhand state is the longest in the history of India. It took almost 100 years to get a statehood. The struggle for a separate state started in 1912 with the formation of Christian Students' Organization and lasted till 2000, when Jharkhand was separated from Bihar as a 28th state. In this session, we will be looking at the various reasons that led to the demand for a separate state. Along with that, we would be looking at important figures from different generations who contributed to the struggle for separate Jharkhand state. Further, we would also be looking at various institutions formed during the process. So, I once again welcome all of you to this wonderful session on Jharkhand formation.
Christian Students' Organization. It is believed that formation of Christian Students' Organization was the first step in the struggle movement for separate Jharkhand state. It was formed by an Anglican mission's J. Bartholomew in 1912, after attending a conference of Decca Students' Union at Decca. However, the idea for a separate state was also influenced by the Bengal partition. It was seen as a part of British's policy of divide or rule, against which people protested widely. Partition was reversed in 1911 because of large-scale protests. And at the same time Bihar was separated from Bengal for streamlining administration. Bihar at that time included today's Bihar, Jharkhand or Odisha. This separation of Bihar gave hope to many in Jharkhand region, which included Chota Nagpur or Santhal region then, to have a separate region for tribals. Objective of Christian Students' Organization was to help poor Christian students. Later it was expanded to uplift tribals economically or socially.
Chota Nagpur Unnati Samaj, J. Bartholomew, after completing Bachelor of Arts from St. Columba College, Hazaribagh, had joined St. Paul's School as a teacher. And on the other hand, more and more people were joining Christian Students' Organization with time, who later removed J. Bartholomew from the organization and renamed it to Chota Nagpur Unnati Samaj, on suggestion of Bishop Kannadi. There were two main objectives of this organization. Development of Chota Nagpur was the first, and the second one was to socially, economically and politically uplift the tribals. Important people associated with the organization were Paul Dayal, Bandiram Oraung, revered Joel Lakhara, Anand Topno, Alphonse Kujur and Dabal Oraung. In 1928, when Simon Commission was in Ranchi, Bishop Ben Yule and revered Joel Lakhara met the commission and requested it to give special treatment to tribals and to form a separate administrative division. The organization is also known to have published a magazine by YHE name, Adivasi, in Mundari language.
Kisan Sabha. Due to some internal dispute, some of the members of Chota Nagpur Unnati Samaj got themselves separated from the organization and started Kisan Sabha. Objective of this organization was to unite farmers against the exploitation of moneylenders or zamindars. Important peoples associated with Kisan Sabha were Dabal Oraung or Paul Dayal. Chota Nagpur Catholic Sabha. This organization was established under the guidance of Archbishop Sabrine. It united all the peoples who were not covered by any of the earlier formed organizations, to protect their rights. Important peoples associated with this organization are Beneface Likra or Ignis Bagel.
Adivasi Mahasabha. Before getting into the topic, let's look into the history of Adivasi Mahasabha. In 1936, 1936, Odisha was separated from Bihar. This incident gave some hope for the separation. Later in 1937, 1938, when Bihar ministry was formed, there was no minister from the Jharkhand region, which is Santhal Pargana region, in spite of several people from the Jharkhand region winning the election. Ignas Bej, a leader from Satanpur Catholic Samaj, gathered all the tribals to fight against the injustice. All the tribals got united to nominate 4 contestants to fight an election for the Ranchi municipality. And all 4 of them won the election. This incident brought all the tribal organizations, namely Chatanpur Unnati Samaj, Kishan Sabha, Chatanpur Katlak Sabha, Munda Sabha மற்றும் Go, Meltu Adivasi Sabha from Chatanpur region and all the tribal organizations from Santal, Pargana region to form a single, Chatanpur Santal Pargana Adivasi Sabha. First session was held at Ranchi under the leadership of Theodal Suran. This is how a tribal Maha Sabha came into existence because of the 2 reasons. First, separation of Orissa from Bihar மற்றும் second for betraying the people from Jharkhand by not giving them any representation in the Bihar ministry.
In 1939, Jaipal Singh Munda, who was then working as a finance minister with Bikaner Princely State, joins the tribal Maha Sabha. He also led the second annual session of tribal Maha Sabha. The highlights of this session are as follows. First, Jaipal Singh Munda was with the title Mind Unit. Second, Chatanpur Santal Pargana Adivasi Sabha was renamed to Adivasi Mahasabha. Third, declaration to separate Jharkhand from Bihar on the basis of Article 46 of Government of India of 1935. Fourth, separation league was created and Jyoti Nandan was made as leader. After this session, Adivasi Mahasabha demands were discussed at the Bihar Assembly but were rejected by then Prime Minister Dr. Sikri Nasir.
At the end of 1939, several Protestant peoples got killed in a police action in the region of Ganpur. Peoples were protesting against the change in land laws and rise of tax. This incident was later known as Simcoe Massacre. It led to the widespread protest in the region. People were organizing meetings all over the region. Anger of the people was later seen in the election results of the district administration of Ranchi and Singhbhum. Adivasi Mahasabha won 16 out of 20, 5 seats in Ranchi and 20, 2 out of 20, 5 seats in Singhbhum.
Dr. Rajendra Prasad was sent to inquire the reason behind the loss of election in the region. He made Jaipal Singh Munda for this matter. Jaipal Singh Munda demanded tribal representation in all the levels of legislative and executive bodies. He also demanded degree college at Ranchi. However, all the demands were once again rejected by Bihar Prime Minister, Sri Krishna Singh. In October 1939, when Bihar government resigned, Adivasi Mahasabha declared the day as Mukti Divas. In December same year, Jaipal Singh Munda met Subhash Chandra Bose and spoke to him about separate Jharkhand. Subhash Chandra Bose was in Ramgarh to attend the annual session of Congress Day.
In 1940, at the 53rd annual session of Congress at Ramgarh, Gandhiji declared complete independence but did not accept separate Jharkhand. Whereas Jaipal Singh Munda at the 3rd annual session of Adivasi Mahasabha pitched for separate Jharkhand. He also helped Britishers in the recruiting tribals for World War II. He thought that by doing so, Britishers will help him in creating a separate Jharkhand later. Leaders of Muslim League started attending Adivasi Mahasabha as annual sessions from 1941. In 1943, Jaipal Singh Munda threatened the Britishers of joining Congress if their voice was not heard. In 1944, a joint conference of Jharkhand, Chota Nagpur, Pakistan was organized. In 1945, Jaipal Singh Munda lost his first ever election contested by him, which was funded by Muslim League. Later, in 1946, he was nominated to the Constituent Assembly with the support of Muslim League. However, after Great Action Day, Adivasi Mahasabha distanced itself from Muslim League. In the Constituent Assembly, a committee for minorities and tribal welfare was formed under the leadership of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. There were 2 sub-committees under this committee. Jaipal Singh Munda was the member of the sub-committee led by A.B. Thakkar.
On the 1st of January 1948, several tribals were killed in a police action. Ram Manohar Lohia considered this incident as a Jallianwala of independent India. People were protesting against the separation of Saraikela, Karsa from Bihar and adding it to Odisha. Seeing the widespread protest, Saraikela, Karsa was once again added to Bihar after 139 days. In this year, Jaipal Singh Munda gave homage to Mahatma Gandhi at the annual session of Adivasi Mahasabha. In 31st December 1949, at the annual session, Adivasi Mahasabha was renamed to Jharkhand Party at Jamshedpur. Next year in 1951, Jaipal Singh Munda met Jayaprakash Narayan and expressed his desire to have a separate Jharkhand. Jayaprakash Narayan supported it. However, when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was here in Ranchi, he had dismissed the idea of separate Jharkhand.
In the election of 1952, Jharkhand Party had won 33 seats and became the main opposition party at the Bihar Assembly. In 1957, this number came down to 32. Jaipal Singh Munda, his candidate, Neeru Masan, was blamed for this dilution in popularity of Jharkhand Party. And in 1962, this number further came down to 20. It also lost the title of main opposition party this year. Finally, in 1963, Jharkhand Party got merged with the Congress Party and Jaipal Singh Munda, his second wife, Jahanara, was blamed for the merger. Jaipal Singh Munda was made Social Development Minister in Bihar Ministry, where he worked only for 1 month. Later, in the year 1969, he gave his resignation from Congress Party and tried to restart Jharkhand Party, but instead he died of brain hemorrhage in 20th March 1970 in Delhi.
During all this time, several other organizations had started, like United Jharkhand Party in 1948 by Jaipal Singh Munda and Justin Richard. Chota Nagpur Sanyukt Samaj in 1954 by Sukhdeva Rao. Ram Narayan Singh later joined this party. He is famously known as Shere Chota Nagpur and Chota Nagpur Kesri. Birsa Seva Dhal in 1965 by Lalit Kujur. This was the Jharkhand's first students' union. All India Jharkhand Party in 1967 by N. Sungrai and David O. Jharkhand Party was carved out of All India Jharkhand Party in 1969 and it was led by N. Goro. Akhil Bharatiya Adivasi Vikas Parishad in 1968 by Kartik Rao. HUL Jharkhand Party in 1969 by Justin Richard. This party was also called Revolutionary Jharkhand Party. Shivaji Sang in 1969 by Vinod Vihari. Of Santhal Samaj in 1970 by Shibu Sore. And Markswadi and Samati in 1971 by Arun Kumar Sen. All these organizations did what they could do in their limited capacity but had very little impact on the struggle for separating Jharkhand from Bihar.
In 1973, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha was formed under the leadership of Shibu Soren, Arun Kumar Sen and Vinod Vihari Meadow. Objective was to separate Jharkhand from Bihar. Secondly, to free tribals from the exploitation of non-tribals. And finally to ensure jobs for the locals. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha did not take part in 1977 election but were very active in political movements. They took out a rally of the eminent personalities in Patna. In 1981, a department for Tribal and Regional Languages was established in Ranchi University. All Jharkhand Students Union (AJSU) was established under the leadership of Shibu Soren and Nirmal Meadow. AJSU was the students' wing of Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. It was made in line with Assam Students Union (ASU).
In 1987, several political, social and cultural groups came together to form Jharkhand Coordinating Committee which was headed by Dr. Vishwanath Prasad Deski. Represented 53 groups and worked in the direction to free Jharkhand from Bihar. In 1987, they made the then President R. Naidu in this regard. According to the proposal, Jharkhand was to be formed with 21 districts of Bihar, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal. In 1988, Lal Krishna Advani led BJP Varkar a rally in support of a separate state, Bansal. They even released a book, Bansal Tune. In 1989, the central government formed the Committee on Jharkhand Matters. This committee constituted experts groups, 9 members of the central government and 14 members who were related to the Jharkhand movement. It suggested Jharkhand Regional Vikash Parishad.
On the 9th of August 1995, Jharkhand Autonomous Area Council (JAC) was formed by the Bihar government, which was led by Shibu Soren and Suraj Mitra. It could not do much. In 1997, a resolution for a separate state was passed in the Bihar Assembly in return of supporting RJD in forming a government in Bihar. Resolution was later sent to the centre. In 1998, Bihar State Reorganization Bill was formed and was sent to the Bihar Assembly for their assent. But for some reason or other the bill could not be passed. Finally, Bihar State Reorganization Bill 2000 was made under BJP rule at the centre, and this time it got passed from the Bihar Assembly under the pressure of Congress Party in 25th of April 2000. Rabri Devi was the Chief Minister of Bihar then. Bill was passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha on the 2nd of August 2000 and the 11th of August 2000. It got an assent from the then President K.R. Narayan on 25th of August 2000. In this way Jharkhand came into existence on the 15th of November 2000 as the 20th state of India.